Hi ladies, in this video I want to share 10 tips to deal with hunger during intermittent fasting. If we haven't met yet, my name is Nicole Dalton. I have been a family medicine physician assistant for over 20 years now and started health coaching last year. I help women in midlife lose weight by using real food to balance hormones to allow for weight loss. So if you haven't, come on over to my Facebook community called Weight Loss for Midlife Women. We would love to have you in this supportive, uplifting community. Also, if you would like to know what it looks like working together, please schedule your free 30-minute consult session with me, and I will share both of those in the show notes, the links to those. So I have to share that I am sitting here on a hammock outside. It's hot. I'm a little sweaty from being outside in Costa Rica. I've been so excited about this trip. I'm on this trip it's a girls trip. So I am on this trip there's 10 of us girls. We have been friends since college, so over 25 years now. We were all college athletes, and this is an amazing group of women who have been with me my whole adult life through all the different phases of adulthood, and we all keep up with each other. We've been doing so many fun, adventurous things, and we're also in a blue zone. So one of the blue zones, if you've not caught Dan Buettner's book, The Blue Zones, this is a fantastic read. So a blue zone is where there's certain communities throughout the world that live to be the longest, with like up to 100 or older, and they live the healthiest too. So I'm actually in a region called, it's the Nicoya Peninsula. That is where I'm at in Costa Rica, and this is considered a blue zone. So the food has been amazing here. All of the food has been 100% real food and healthy. And we have been to different restaurants. We've had a chef come in and prepare a couple of meals, which has been amazing. We took a catamaran ride and had some amazing food on this boat ride as well. And it's all whole food, plant-based, with a little meat sprinkled in as well. But it's been so exciting. I love all this real food. It gets us so excited, the whole group of us. We've been waking up in this amazing house that's like in the jungle to howler monkeys, waking us up every morning. And these howler monkeys have babies, and we see them climbing and jumping in the trees. It's been so much fun to experience this. We've had so much fun activity and adventure, like snorkeling and golfing, and we're hiking. I got to swim laps along the coastline of the Pacific Ocean one morning on the beach, and it was unbelievable. So this has been such a fun, adventurous vacation that's so good for the soul when you can surround yourself with other women that are going on the same journey through life together. So it's been awesome. Thank you, ladies who are listening that have traveled with me. It has been a blast, and we have these memories forever, ladies. So let's get into this, okay? So the first tip, I've got 10 tips on how to deal with your hunger during intermittent fasting. The first step or the first tip is to stay hydrated. We all know we have to drink water every day, but you actually want to shoot to get at least half your body weight in ounces of water. So the first tip is stay hydrated. Get one of those cute little water bottles that measures how many ounces a day, and calculate how many ounces a day you need to get, and you can track it through the day. Simple piece of paper. You could print out like a habit tracking water logging form for you too. Some of these fancy apps have the water tracking too. So stay hydrated with water, okay? The second thing is eat nutrient-dense foods, high in fiber and healthy fats, which would include veggies, fruits, nuts, avocados. Once you add the bulk and fiber to your diet, then this adds to your satiety, where you feel fuller for longer, okay? So make sure you're eating nutrient-dense foods. Third tip, plan balanced meals. You need to plan your time wisely as well when you're working on intermittent fasting. Try to plan your meals to coincide with periods of increased activity for better energy utilization through the day. So, when I do intermittent fasting, I tend to start eating around noon, and I'll stop around dinner, like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So because that's when I tend to feel like I need to eat, and that's when my hunger is at the highest, is during those times. And usually I do my workouts in the morning in a fasted state, and then I will start eating around noon. So plan your balanced meals and plan the intermittent fasting around when you have increased activity level. Number 4, think of intermittent fasting like an experiment, okay? You want to try and know what is working, what isn't working, what time windows work best, when they don't, and you want to experiment with your fasting windows. Find the fasting window that suits your lifestyle and hunger patterns the best. So the cool thing here is you get to decide that, you get to choose that, okay? Fifth tip here. So gradual adjustments. So when you start intermittent fasting, it doesn't have to be like all in or all out. That's all or nothing thinking. You can absolutely make small adjustments. Start gradual. Start by having an extra half an hour of fasting. See how you respond. Then the next day, 1 hour, and slowly build up and gradually make those adjustments so you're more apt to stick with it rather than saying I'm going to fast all day and then just giving up. So gradually, okay? Number 6, chew gum or sip on black herbal teas or black coffee. Non-caloric options like these will not break a fast as long as they're black, okay? And they can help manage cravings and distract hunger. So go ahead and sip on non-caloric beverages, and we want to avoid anything that gives us a small glucose spike, even as non-diabetics. You want to avoid anything that would give you a glucose spike to break you out of the fast. Sorry, there's some bugs, and I'm sweating because it's hot out. That's okay. I love it. But so number 7, use caffeine wisely. I love my coffee. I love my tea. Okay. And it also, caffeine can actually act as an appetite suppressant. So it's okay to have some caffeine as long as your body tolerates it well. But also remember, during midlife, during perimenopause and menopause, our bodies tend to be more sensitive. A lot of women report that they find that they're more sensitive to caffeine, that maybe they can drink caffeine until noon and then they have to stop, or they can drink it till 10 a.m. and then they have to stop, otherwise they'll be awake all night. So it's okay to have a little caffeine, but make sure you're stopping at a certain time to not disrupt your sleep, because it can be a good appetite suppressant. Number 8, know your hunger cues. So there is a difference between physical and emotional hunger cues here. So the fun thing and the pretty neat thing about intermittent fasting is it forces you to pay more attention to how your body is feeling, how you're reacting, how your true hunger cues and levels are. Physical hunger will come in waves. You'll see it come in, you'll feel hungry, but if you don't eat, it'll kind of go out like a wave. Okay, perfect analogy here for the ocean that I'm close by. But also emotional hunger seems to be like that hangry, like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I've got to eat. That's more emotional hunger, which recognize that. Think about, okay, why am I hungry here? Am I truly physically hungry, or am I just emotionally hungry? If I'm emotionally hungry because I'm tired or I'm stressed or I'm bored, it'll come on fast, but if you ignore it, usually within a couple minutes it goes away, or by 15 minutes it usually is gone. So it's okay to feel uncomfortable and feel hangry. Just sit there and watch it go away, okay? So know those hunger cues. 2 more tips. Number 9. So you want to stay busy so you can distract and avoid the urges too, okay? So stay busy. Most women tend to report that they have more energy when they're fasting, so it tends to give you more energy to do more. So now is the opportunity to take advantage of clear focus, less mind fog during that fasting mode. So stay busy so you can keep distracted, and you want to get those adequate sleep to avoid the carb cravings that we tend to feel more of when we're not sleeping and we're more tired. Okay, last tip is be patient, okay? Be patient. So many women that I work with and that I talk to will be like gung-ho, ready to intermittent fast and lose weight, and they'll try it for maybe a few days and they feel off, or they don't quite feel right, or they've not given enough adjustments. So be patient, look at it as an experiment, give it a little time to settle in, but listen to your body. Track and journal how you're feeling and what your fasting windows are, because you can adjust them however it works in your lifestyle. Okay, so those are the 10 tips I have for you. I hope you've enjoyed this time. If you have enjoyed this video, please, 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 on YouTube, push like or comment. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do all that. And if you've been loving these emails, loving the videos, share it with your friends. I would love to connect with as many as women as I can to help share this information about weight loss, intermittent fasting. If you want more suggestions in the science behind intermittent fasting, catch my video from 1 week ago when I explore busting the myths about intermittent fasting and actually digging into the science behind it. So I would love to see any comments, questions. Please reach out. It was great to see you.